The history of the oaks. Explore the world of oaks, trees of immense historical, ecological, and cultural importance. Throughout time, they have been fundamental in mythology, economy, and conservation. Today, they face critical challenges that threaten their survival. Discover how science and the global community work together to ensure their future. Dive into the living history of oaks and their impact on our planet. Chapter 1: The Origins of Oaks. Since time immemorial, oaks have stood their majestic figures on the horizon, symbolizing strength, endurance, and wisdom. These trees, with their roots deeply anchored in the earth and their branches brushing the skies, have been revered across various cultures and mythologies, holding a central place in the traditions and beliefs of ancient civilizations. In Greek mythology, the oak was consecrated to Zeus, the god of the sky and thunder, reflecting the divine connection of these trees with power and celestial authority. Oaks were believed to be bearers of divine messages, with their leaves whispering eternal secrets to those who paused to listen. The Celtic Druids, on the other hand, saw the oak as a manifestation of endurance and eternity, conducting sacred ceremonies in oak forests, where it was believed that the gap between the earthly and the spiritual world narrowed. Throughout Europe, oaks have been considered symbols of nobility and bravery, with kings and legendary warriors under their shade swearing loyalty and justice. In these stories, the oak is not just a mute witness to human acts but an active participant, whose presence inspires respect and admiration. Oaks have not only witnessed history but have been an integral part of human culture, providing their wood for the construction of homes, temples, and ships, and their acorns to feed people and animals in times of scarcity. Their resistance against storms has been a living metaphor for the strength of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As we explore the origins of oaks, we embark on a journey through the history of humanity, discovering how these trees have shaped our traditions, beliefs, and ways of life. Oaks remind us of our connection with the natural world, urging us to preserve the wisdom and beauty they hold in their silent witness to the passage of time. Chapter 2: Oaks in History. Oaks have been silent yet fundamental actors on the stage of human history, participating in events that have shaped the course of civilizations. Their presence has been so pervasive that it intertwines with the narrative of battles, coronation ceremonies, and peace treaties, serving as witnesses and symbols of decisive moments. One of the most emblematic episodes is the Tree of Guernica, an oak under which representatives of the Basque provinces gathered to make important decisions. This oak became a symbol of the traditional freedoms of the Basque country and a testament to regional governance and autonomy throughout the centuries. In medieval England, the Sherwood oak forged its legend as the refuge of Robin Hood and his merry companions, symbolizing resistance against tyranny. Beyond the stories, these trees were essential in shipbuilding, being the backbone of fleets that explored and connected the world. The British Royal Navy, for example, was dubbed the Wooden Walls of England, highlighting the importance of oak in the defense and expansion of the empire. Oaks have also marked places of memory and mourning. On the battlefields of World War I and II, oaks that survived the devastation became symbols of resistance and nature's ability to heal after tragedy, reminding future generations of the costs of war and the importance of peace. Chapter 3: The Oak Ecosystem. The oak ecosystem is a complex web of life, where every element, from microscopic mycorrhizae to majestic mammals, plays a crucial role in its maintenance and development. Oaks stand out not only for their imposing stature and longevity but also as centers of biodiversity, supporting a rich variety of life that is hard to find in other habitats. The symbiotic relationship between oaks and mycorrhizae in their roots is fundamental for their nutrition and growth, allowing efficient absorption of water and nutrients from the soil. This exchange not only benefits the tree but also enriches the soil, making it more fertile and conducive to other forms of life. Oaks offer shelter and food to countless species. Their acorns nourish birds, rodents, and even large mammals like deer and wild boars. The cavities in their trunks and branches serve as homes for birds, insects, and small mammals, creating an essential microhabitat for the reproduction and survival of these species. Beyond the biodiversity they harbor, oaks play a crucial role in environmental conservation. They act as significant carbon sinks, helping to mitigate climate change by absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Additionally, their presence stabilizes the soil, preventing erosion and promoting water retention, which reduces the risk of floods and droughts. Chapter 4: Symbolism and Culture. Throughout history, oaks have held a prominent place in literature, art, and folk traditions, symbolizing values such as strength, wisdom, and longevity. In literature, oaks have been metaphorically used to represent characters or situations that embody endurance and nobility. Poets and writers have turned to their image to evoke feelings of nostalgia, refuge, or the immutability of time. In art, oaks have been depicted in countless canvases, engravings, and sculptures, often as symbols of power and stability. In landscape painting, for example, the oak is presented as the guardian of the forest, a focal point that attracts the gaze and evokes the majesty of nature. Folk traditions are filled with references to oaks. Ancient festivals and rituals often revolved around these trees, considering them as links between heaven and earth. In many cultures, planting an oak was a symbolic act of hope and a wish for longevity and prosperity for those who planted it. The symbolism of the oak transcends borders, reflecting universal values. In some cultures, it is considered a sacred tree, representative of life and continuity, while in others, it is an emblem of resistance in the face of adversities. This diversity and representation reveals how different societies have seen in the oak a mirror of their beliefs and aspirations. Exploring the symbolism and cultural representation of oaks allows us to appreciate the deep connection between humans and these trees, recognizing their role not only in our natural environment but also in the landscape of our beliefs and traditions. Oaks continue to inspire, reminding us of the qualities we aspire to embody: strength, wisdom, and the ability to thrive through time. Chapter 5: Oaks in the Economy. Oaks have played a crucial role in the economy throughout history, significantly contributing to the development of industries and the well-being of communities. From shipbuilding to the manufacture of luxury furniture and the production of wine and whiskey, oaks have been fundamental in various economic activities. Oak wood, valued for its durability and strength, has been an essential material in shipbuilding, allowing maritime exploration and trade that connected ancient and modern worlds. These ships, symbols of power and adventure, not only transported goods but also facilitated cultural exchange between continents. In carpentry, oak is synonymous with quality and elegance. Oak furniture and finishes have adorned palaces and homes, reflecting the status and good taste of their owners. The texture and pattern of its grain, along with the ability to age gracefully, make it highly desirable for craftsmen and designers. The influence of oak extends to the wine and spirits industry, where oak barrels are essential for aging wine and whiskey. The wood imparts complex flavors and aromas to these beverages, enriching their profile and increasing their market value. This interaction between wood and drink is an art in itself, celebrated by connoisseurs and enthusiasts alike. Additionally, the collection of acorns and the production of derived products represent a source of income for many rural communities, highlighting the role of oak in the local and sustainable economy. Chapter 6: Threats to oaks. Oaks face multiple threats that endanger their survival and the balance of the ecosystems they sustain. Diseases, pests, climate change and deforestation are some of the most significant challenges these millenary trees must confront in the 21st century. Fungal diseases, such as oak wilt and oak canker, along with pests like the oak borer beetle, have decimated entire populations, weakening trees and making them more susceptible to other environmental stress factors. The introduction of invasive species, both plants and insects, has altered the natural balance, competing for resources and space, and exacerbating the decline of oaks. Climate change represents a multifaceted threat to oaks. The alteration of climate patterns, with more intense and frequent drought periods, and variability in precipitation directly affect their growth and survival. Additionally, rising temperatures favor the spread of diseases and pests, putting these trees at even greater risk. Deforestation, driven by agricultural expansion, urbanization, and unsustainable wood extraction, has significantly reduced the habitat available for oaks. The loss of forests not only decreases the biodiversity associated with these ecosystems but also affects the oak's ability to act as carbon sinks, essential in the fight against climate change. In the face of these threats, it is crucial to implement conservation strategies that address both the underlying causes and the symptoms of the decline of oaks. Protecting habitats, sustainable forest management, and scientific research to develop resistant varieties are fundamental steps to ensure the survival of these emblematic trees. Chapter 7: Conservation and Restoration. Global efforts to conserve and restore oak forests represent a beacon of hope in the fight against environmental degradation and climate change. Through significant projects and the adoption of innovative technologies, steps are being taken to ensure the future of these vital ecosystems. Reforestation and ecological restoration of degraded areas are key strategies in the conservation of oaks. These projects not only seek to increase forest coverage but also to restore the ecological integrity of ecosystems, promoting species diversity and resilience against diseases and climate changes. Citizen science and community participation have proven to be valuable tools in the conservation of oaks. Programs that involve volunteers in tree planting, monitoring the health of forests, and environmental education strengthen the bond between communities and their natural surroundings, fostering a sense of responsibility and stewardship over these resources. Innovative technologies, such as remote sensing and forest genetics, are revolutionizing oak conservation. Remote sensing allows monitoring the health and growth of forests on a large scale, identifying critical areas for intervention. Forest genetics, on the other hand, offers the possibility of developing oak varieties more resistant to diseases and adapted to changing climatic conditions, ensuring their long-term survival. Chapter 8: Oaks in Science and Technology. Scientific and technological advancements have significantly expanded our understanding of oaks, offering new perspectives and tools for their study and conservation. From genetics to remote sensing, researchers are discovering innovative ways to protect these trees and the ecosystems they sustain. Oak genomics has opened doors to understanding the adaptability and resilience of these trees. By sequencing the DNA of different oak species, scientists can identify genes responsible for characteristics such as drought tolerance or disease resistance. This information is crucial for targeted conservation strategies and for selecting species in reforestation programs. Remote sensing, using satellites and drones, allows extensive monitoring of oak forests, providing valuable data on their health, growth, and changes in forest coverage. This technology facilitates early detection of threats, such as deforestation or disease outbreaks, enabling rapid and effective interventions. Ecological modeling is another powerful tool in the study of oaks. By simulating different scenarios of climate change and human activities, models can predict how these factors will affect oaks and their ecosystems in the future. This is essential for planning conservation strategies and sustainable forest management. Chapter 9: Oaks in Urbanism. The design of urban landscapes and the planning of modern cities are increasingly recognizing the value of oaks and other trees in creating livable and sustainable environments. Oaks, with their imposing presence and broad canopy, not only beautify urban spaces but also offer significant environmental and social benefits. Oaks improve air quality by absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, contribute to urban climate regulation by providing shade and reducing the heat island effect, and support biodiversity by offering habitat for various bird and insect species. Additionally, their presence can have a positive impact on the mental and physical health of urban inhabitants, offering spaces for recreation and rest amidst the hustle and bustle of the city. Integrating oaks and other trees into urban planning requires careful considerations regarding their selection, planting, and maintenance. Challenges include adapting to urban conditions, such as pollution and limited space, and managing the risks associated with aging trees and extreme weather conditions. Green infrastructure projects, such as parks, green corridors, and green roofs, are incorporating oaks as key elements in their designs, seeking not only to mitigate the environmental impacts of urbanization but also to promote people's connection with nature. Chapter 10: The Oaks of Tomorrow. Looking towards the future of oaks invites us to reflect on the actions we are taking today to ensure their survival and prosperity. In a constantly changing world, the conservation of these trees and their ecosystems requires an innovative and collaborative vision that encompasses science, technology, policy, and community participation. Environmental education plays a crucial role in building this vision, fostering a deeper understanding of the importance of oaks and biodiversity in general. By educating current and future generations about the value of these trees, we are sowing the seeds of a stronger commitment to conservation and sustainability. Research and technological development will continue to be fundamental in addressing the challenges faced by oaks, from climate change to diseases and pests. Innovations in forest genetics, remote sensing, and ecosystem management offer hope for the adaptation and resilience of oaks in the future. International collaboration and the exchange of knowledge and resources are essential to confront the global challenges affecting oaks. Through joint efforts, we can work towards the conservation of these trees on a global scale, protecting their legacy for future generations.